All right, practice along with me, okay? So at the top there, we have my clearance lights. They are amber, they are properly mounted and secured. There's no missing nuts and bolts. There's no bent, broken, cracked evidence, and they are in good working order. Here I have my headlights and my high beams, my reflectors, my left lane change signals, and my four-way flashers. They're all properly mounted and secured. They're not bent, broken, and cracked. No missing nuts and bolts are present and tight, and they're in good working order. My bumper plate, my bumper covers the full width of the vehicle. I gotta memorize all this. Let's try to play with the truck. Gotta do 3 points. 3 points on the truck. Open the truck. Okay. So we start with the passenger side. Forgive me while I get this down. So over here we have my coolant, which I would not open if the engine was hot. We check to see if the coolant levels are in the proper working order. And we do a once over here to make sure that all of our air hoses are properly mounted and secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts and bolts are present. There's no leaks, and there's no damage. Come around this side, my driver's side. Let's try and memorize this side. So we've got my dipstick for my oil. How I would check the oil is pull out the dipstick, wipe it off clean, stick it right back in, and check to make sure it was above the fill line and the full line, between the fill and the full. We got my power steering fluid, properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It's in proper working order. There are no leaks, and there's no cracks present here. I got my steering shaft with no more than 10 degrees of play. Actually, just to do like this. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's in proper good working order. All nuts and bolts are present and tight, and it's in good working order. Got my U-bolt, properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are tight, properly mounted and secured. There's no missing nuts and bolts. There's no damage or cracks or bent, and it's in good working order. We have my gearbox. It's properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. It's in good working order. No cracks, dents, and damage. We have my pitman arm. It's properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and it's in good working order. We have my, let me double check this. Gonna go back to my book real quick. This one always gets me. Gearbox, pitman arm, drag link. We have my drag link right here. Properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. And it's in good working order. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. We have my leaf springs, properly mounted and secured. Not bent, broken, or cracked. And it's in good working order. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. We have my U-bolts. They're properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. There's no bent, broken, or cracked evidence. It's in good working order. We have my leaf spring hangers. Not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts and bolts are present and tight, and it's in good working order. We have my tires, which have no adhesions, properly mounted and secured, no leaks, no damage, and it's in good working order. The tire depth is a 432 on the front wheels, 232 on the drive wheels, properly mounted and secured, and not damaged, in good working order. My lug nuts and my rims are properly mounted and secured. There's nothing missing, bent, broken, or cracked. No damage, no illegal welds, and it's in good working order. My air hoses for my brakes have no leaks, no cracks, no cuts. They're properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight, and they are in good working order. As I do a general check over, there are no leaks, and there are no cuts, and there's no damage, and there are no illegal tapes or welds. The thing I forgot to say was at the front of the truck, my truck does not lean to the left or to the right. My mirrors are properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are present and tight. There's no bent, broken, or cracked parts, and they're in good working order. Clean and clear. My windshield is clean and clear, properly mounted and secured. No missing nuts and bolts, and it's properly secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. Clean and clear. Anyway, you coming along with me for this ride, because this is basically me just memorizing, and I'll probably play this back to myself several times. My fifth wheel. It's my fifth wheel. It's properly mounted and secured. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts and bolts are present and tight, and it's in good working order and properly lubricated. It's mounted on the plate, properly mounted and secured. All nuts and bolts are tight. No missing nuts and bolts. Not bent, broken, or cracked, and it's in good working order. All right, I know I'm missing something there, but we'll get there. Yeah, this is an ordeal, I'm telling you. I gotta do this now, like repetitive, like a machine.